If I had to say, the 2 weeks is kind of where I hesitate. To me, 1 week is, I would commit to 1 week, definitely. 2 weeks, you're kind of running into time where I need to do other things because I spend, I'm working 50, 60-hour weeks right now. And I have a big house that's brand new and has a lot to be done in it. So 1 week is what I would definitely commit to.
I'm also trying to capture some of the culture of our school.
Some of the late culture?
Yeah, there's some lateness going on here.
We're talking about school culture, and then we're talking about people being late.
Hey, Mr. Carroll, I have a couple questions for you. Can you answer some of them? What do you do here? What do you do here?
I teach high school special ed.
Do you have any other responsibilities beyond teaching?
Yeah,
If
we all do. It's a teacher-led school.
So what do you do?
I have lunch duty, so I eat lunch with the kids, make sure that the lunchroom is safe and orderly environment, advocate for students. I know each teacher is assigned an advisory, and part of that advisory is to make sure that your students are doing what they need to do on Wednesdays where we have community service, but also to check up on students in terms of their attendance goals and their grades, and also their reading, writing, and math levels. I'm partly in charge of the community high school crisis plan, but also I do a lot of technology work. For instance, if something breaks, we fill out the heat ticket and get everything taken care of.
2 weeks off after the first quarter, and you weren't paid to come in. Do you think that you'd come in, or do you think you'd take those 3 weeks off?
And I wasn't paid?
Yeah. Even if it's once. Do you think you'd come in once? Do you think you'd come in 5 times? Do you think you'd come in every day? What do you think? Not paid.
I don't know. The problem is I have a young son at home, so if I come in, I'd have to pay for childcare. If I wouldn't come in, of course, I could stay at home and not pay for a babysitter.
Do you think there are things that you could get done here over those 3 weeks?
Absolutely. There's always things that need doing.
Do you think that if you got paid during those 3 weeks, let's say 2 of those 3 weeks, would that change your approach to those intercession times?
Absolutely.
Do you think that you'd be here?
Yes.
Could you commit to it?
Yes.
Would you call a sub?
Call a sub?
That's one of the things that people are talking about.
No, because I'd be here.
Yeah. This is a class where we've contracted with professional graphic designers to come in and teach skills that kids need today.
Frame rate from the default of 12 to, oh, watch out. Hi. So you want to reposition the arm or the leg?
This is Angelo. He's also an artist.
I made tiramisu.
Continue. My guy is continuing to fall down.
Yeah, we definitely have to play this for the kids.
You're familiar with this idea of intercession planning and
I am.
Credit recovery kind of things. Let me ask you this question. If you weren't paid and you had 3 weeks to come into school, get some work done, make some contacts with parents and kids, would you come in?
Yeah, I'm always here. Sadly, yes.
Let me ask you another question. If you got paid, do you think that would really ensure that you'd be here every day?
I'd be here and happy.
Yeah, here and happy?
Here and happy.
Okay. And just quickly, beyond teaching, I know...
I, besides teach and be an artist, there's not a whole lot more time, but you mean besides teaching here? Administrative stuff.
Like what?
And anything from special ed administrator, parent contact, kind of behavior stuff with kids, various things that need to be done.
But special administrator, that probably keeps
That's
you pretty
huge.
busy. Okay, thank you.
Boarding. You may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Marquite, it's Jason. Give me a call when you can. Oh, hey, look at that. Hold, call, and answer. Hey, Marquite, this is Jason.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Where are you?
I'm in Indiana.
Indiana?
Yes.
Who are you with?
Huh?
Who are you with?
The children? Did you get the email?
No, I know. Oh, I'm sorry. I am, I have this on video.
We're going to tell
I have a couple I'm
Alabama.
I'm making a
Okay,
little
that's
video.
great.
Hey, Marquite, I have a couple questions for
Okay.
you. So I'm actually recording
So
this
you-
phone
you're
conversation.
aware of
just
this
trust
idea
me on this
of,
one. Having like an intercession.
So
Um,
who?
I
year-round kind of thing?
Oh, I love that idea.
So let me ask you a question. You do a lot more work besides teach at our school, right?
I am the college advisor. I work with parents to help them find resources in the community. So I consider myself a community outreach person to help the younger students find schools that are appropriate for them and pre-college programs. I also do the program scheduling and curriculum.
Let's say that we had like an intersession, and you weren't paid for it. Do you think that you would come in to get some work done?
Oh my goodness, yes. I think that the student free time for me would be very relaxing, and I could be very productive. And it's not about the money; it's about doing my job better.
Do you think that you would commit to 2 weeks of work to get caught up, do your extra work, maybe work with some kids to help them get credit recovery, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, of course I would. You know, everybody likes money, and I have 2 kids in college, and so I wouldn't turn down the pay. And I would probably, come in for the time and do what I needed to do to get caught up and work with kids.
This is a substitute teacher.
Dude, I swear.
This is her class.
Get out here with that flip camera.
See all those grades? You're averaging about a B, and I'm really proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself. Okay, can you put your stuff on, Michelle?
Hey, hi, Miss Wall.
Hi!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I just have a couple questions for you.
Sure.
You're familiar with our intersession idea, calendar, kind of year-round
I
thing?
am familiar with it.
I think if you weren't paid for that you would come in during that time to get caught up on any work, even if it's one day or if it's more than one day. Like, if you had 3 weeks off after 9 weeks, how many days do you think you'd come in just to work, if you would at all?
If I would at all, it would be minimum.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's say you were able to be paid for, let's say,
well, then
2.
we're talking about a whole different story.
Let's say you were able to be paid for 2 out of those 3 weeks. So you still had a week off,
Right?
but you came in for 2 weeks without, your everyday schedule.
Right?
Say yes or no, it's totally fine.
And would I get paid?
If you got paid,
Oh, yeah, sure.
you'd come in
I would definitely come in.
for 2 weeks.
For 2 straight weeks?
Yeah,
So I'd have 1 week off?
you'd have 1 week
Well,
off.
you see, what I'm thinking about right now while you're asking me these
Yeah.
questions, I'm thinking because special ed is very highly stressful.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I would need a break.
Yeah,
And so I'm just thinking of what students actually would come in.
yeah,
So it would be on a voluntary basis that those students
Yeah.
would come in, right? And I'm kind of thinking that they're not going to volunteer to come in,
Mm-hmm.
but it all depends on my approach with them
and their parents.
and their parents and how
Yeah.
much support I have.
Yeah.
And I think some kids we can make it work, and some we couldn't.
What if the afternoon was for planning with your teachers and maybe doing some professional development type activities? You think you'd be into that?
Yeah, I would be into that.